Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We have breaking news. Breaking news. We have this 7.5 earthquake. What the heck? Are you serious? Look at this. So, this is live from the AP. Welcome in. We're covering this. I just saw they're in the building right now. They've been trying to get at survivors in this building. We're going to go back a little bit and just show you this happened. So send out prayers to everybody in Venezuela. Just going to let this play. You guys can watch it, react. Welcome in. Welcome in. So this just happened, I guess, probably about 4 or 5 hours ago now. But this is from a building. I'm going to rewind a little bit so you guys can see earlier what they were doing. Welcome in. Let me know who is in the chat. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let's see. We got the court going on. We got this going on. Cincinnati, welcome in. This is just happened a little while ago. They're trying to get survivors out of this. This was in Venezuela. Cincinnati, Ohio. Never been to Cincinnati. What could you imagine? I mean, I don't think in America they would let all this happen. Just let people just walking on the pile. I mean, where's the equipment? Maybe they can't bring it in. I don't know how this is. These buildings in these third world countries are flimsy. Look at them look at that big old pole they're bringing in. They're bringing in a big pole. Look at that big pole there. They got it on their shoulders. This is the craziest thing. Look at this. He's got a big pole on his shoulder. What are they doing with the pole? Looks like they found someone. The ambulance is coming there. Oh, I would love to. Welcome in from Florida. From Florida. We're building this other channel up. This is going to be more breaking news. Breaking news. Things happening right now. It is. This is sad, and the thing about it is these buildings in these third world countries are like this everywhere. So if something like an earthquake hits, it's just crazy. Hey, welcome in, Kimmy.
Hacia atrás, por favor. Hacia atrás, hijo. Colóquense hacia ti atrás. Después del pase de seguridad, por favor. Después de la cita, por favor.
I hope the ambulance pulled up because they found someone. This is from the AP footage. Yeah, well, I wonder if they could bring in. I don't know why they don't have any equipment. Where's the equipment?
Después de la cita amarilla, por favor, te agradezco.
7.5 is a really powerful earthquake, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Atlanta, Georgia. I don't even think I'm going to put a link in the other. I don't think a lot of people know about this other channel. It's only got 1,000 followers. I need to get it to 2,000. I'm going to ask them. Wow, look at this. Look at how that's, I mean, they're letting them get so close. I think they have someone.
Tráete a la gente para acá. Tráete a la gente para acá. Tráete al piso comando. Sí, claro, no, para que entren y salgan. Mira, Matei vino a conectarse, ¿no? Sí, sí, ya le di la clave, sí.
Look how they do it in these other countries. This is, look, what are they doing with the pole? Look at this big pole they're bringing in. This looks like organized, huh? I mean, they just, there's no organization.
Detrás de la raya, por favor. No podemos grabar, pero ponte allá, mi amor. Necesitamos un espacio para poder trabajar. Todo, está bien, tú estás trabajando, yo estoy trabajando. También nosotros. ¿Entiendes? La ambulancia de emergencia te pueden atropellar. Siempre se fijan en la prensa y no en los demás. Siempre 10 personas a hostigarnos.
Oh, look at the guy in green. What's his job? Interesting to see how other countries do it.
Estamos colaborando, amigo. Aquí pueden traer y nos vamos a molestar. Necesitamos también hacer trabajo. Tranquilo, aquí vamos a estar.
Échese un poquitico más atrás, por favor. Trae la cinta, por favor, colabora hacia allá.
Disculpa, mi pana, pero ya, pues necesitamos trabajar, mi pana. Claro, para que ustedes puedan hacer un poco de seguridad. Para que los funcionarios de búsqueda y rescate trabajen de la forma adecuada. Se le agradece a la prensa.
I hope we get to see a recovery right here. They look like they're about to bring someone out. Let's go. Come on. I think they got someone. Look at this. Super him. They're lifting up the roof. Look at that. They're telling everybody to move. Move back. Move back. Move back. Ooh. This is dangerous.
Vamos a colaborar.
Move away. Move away. Is that what do they have? What are they carrying? The roof? Look at how heavy that. What the heck? Wow, this is just crazy. This isn't it. This is scene is crazy. I hope someone comes out. They look like they're about to find someone. Look at this superhuman strength right here. Some people say it was a, let's see, hashtag earthquake, pray for Venezuela.
¿Sabes si salió alguien de la policía de la Cruz Roja? Salió una persona. Me están confirmando que sí salió una persona de la ambulancia de la Cruz Roja. Me comentaron.
Salió una persona, ¿no?
Wow. This is some footage. This is some crazy footage. It has the largest oil reserves on the planet in Venezuela. So let's hope they The death toll possibly could be 10,000, 100,000 people, they're saying. 10,000 to 100,000 people, possibly. No confirmation. But this is a complete. Ooh, look at that big cement they're just tossing with people just standing right there. Look at these are like superhumans, like carrying these big old blocks out. Look at this. No care for safety anywhere. Just let's go. Let's move it. Let's move it. They're saying, let's go. What are they saying? I can't understand, but I hope they found someone. I really hope they found someone. Welcome in, everybody. Whoa. Look at this teamwork. Teamwork. Let's see who is in the chat. Say hello if you are in the chat. Hello. Hello. We have Lori. Welcome in. ER Life. Yep. Yeah, I hope California doesn't get one. And I pray. Thank you, Lori. TJD. Welcome. Lori Cribbins. 3 earthquakes in today. Oh, they were today. Wow. I didn't hear about that. I'm going to fast forward a little bit so we can see what's going on just a little bit. Are they going to... Did they pull someone out? I hope they pull someone out. I kind of want to wait. We're going to see if they pull someone out. I think they might have someone underneath there. 3 earthquakes today. Jeez. We got Christina in the chat. Bella Cat. Lori Cribbins from Florida checking in. Hello, Lori Kimmy. Very sad, and that's why I hope at least they can get a survivor right here. Thank you, Maine Coon Mama Nicole. Hello. Good to see you. It's been a while. Connie. Mystic Mom, welcome in. Look at this. It's just a bunch of heroes out there. Pam Furlong. God bless you. Welcome in, Katie, with the prayer hands. 2 earthquakes within less than a minute of each other. I heard it could be up to 10,000 or even more, up to 100,000, not 100,000, but some article said 100,000 maybe. I hope not. Something's going on. That's a lot. $7.1 in Venezuela. That was recorded today on the United States Geological Survey. There was a earthquake in Costa Rica, a little one, 3.9 earthquake. Many casualties expected after buildings collapse in Venezuela. So prayers. Whoa. They're getting, let's go. Let's go. Hopefully they got someone. Looks like they're all waiting for a gurney maybe. Bring the gurney. Bring the gurney. I mean, this building just fell down and the next building looks perfect. That's why building code and inspections. This building probably didn't pass inspection. Look at this big, what is that big one? He's got a big, long, white pole. Look at this. What is his pole? What is he going to do with that? Maybe that pumps air. Maybe that pumps air into the cavity if they find somebody. Well, we are up to 14 people. Thank you for tuning in tonight. 20 people. Wow, let's go. I think I'm going to break a record over here. 20, let's go. 21. We're covering this. Just happened not a couple hours back, but this is incredible footage from Venezuela. The people coming together. We just lost. We're going to get back up to 20. Just having fun over here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Less than 30 minutes later. That's luckily Japan, I think, is a little more, their buildings are up to code, but this is dangerous as heck. This is some dangerous places to live. These third world countries they're doing better, right? But some of these buildings they needed to tear down. They know it too. But corruption leads to, when this happens, the buildings aren't up to code. So I don't know what to say. Preventable accident as far as I mean, the building would have been built better, it wouldn't have happened. Because you can look next door, there's a building. So the country let down the people. That's my first impression. But welcome in. This happened today. This is a little older footage, and it's not exactly live, but it's not too far behind. They're still trying to find people. It's horrible. A big quake. I heard it was small. I heard it was small, 3.9, but I don't know. I've only been in one earthquake, and it wasn't anything like a big one. It was just small. But welcome in 5.6. Welcome in Tomcat. Yeah, this is a bigger one, 7.5. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna be mixing things up as time goes on. We just gotta one day at a time grow this channel. Gotta start at the beginning, just like everyone. So here we are. Thanks for hanging out. I'm hoping we can see somebody getting pulled out. So at least there's a little bit of positivity coming out of this, but so far nobody I've seen get pulled out. Oh my gosh. See if I can fast forward a little bit just to see if they get some activity going. So we're going to fast forward just a little bit. Here we go. They are fired up. That guy's fired up. Look at him. Let's go. Let's go. They must have somebody because look at they're locking arms. Why would they be locked? Look at they're all locking arms. What's going on? Why the heck are they locking arms? You guys understand why they're all locked arms? No, they're just look at them. I don't think that's praying. They're like trying to hold back something or It's interesting. They're trying to do these rescues all over Venezuela right now. This is just one building of many. Looks like a lot of the buildings might be damaged in Venezuela. So it was 2 earthquakes, I guess. Everybody, 2 earthquakes. The first quake had a 7.1, while the second quake, just a minute later, was 7.5. So this was 2 quakes. The buildings, university buildings, are completely destroyed. This is just one building. Hotels across all over, condominiums. This could be possibly 10,000 or more, up to 100,000 people that might have lost their life, everybody. This is big, big news. It's amazing. Some of these buildings still made it next to it. Hey, Funky Monkey Junkie Vegas, welcome in. I think they're trying to rescue someone, but I don't know. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Maybe we get a rescue out of this. I'm hoping. Doesn't I mean there is so many different kinds of people here. The scene is just like chaotic. I don't know if they found someone, they're trying to get them out, but they seem to be focused in right this area. They're pointing. Look, there's a gurney. Why they're taking it away. All right, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Looks like they might have someone. Everybody's kind of looking there. They're kind of waiting. Could we get a celebration at the end of this? That's what I'm hoping. I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to see if they do have anybody that they do pull out. So let's see. Looks like they're waiting for something. What are they waiting for? All right. Let's see what is happening. We're going to fast forward a little through this choppy part. Do we have a rescue? This is 7.5. Two earthquakes happened within a minute of each other. Welcome anybody coming in. This is going to be a new channel that I will be building over here. Welcome in. I'm hoping we can get a rescue, but now it looks like it's a waiting game. We're going to fast forward all the way to the live coverage. It looks like they're waiting. That maybe they're in contact with someone. Maybe I'm just making guesses. So let's go to the live coverage. This is live right now, everybody. We are in the live coverage of this earthquake. So we were watching some footage from the previous hour. It looks like they're at this building. Lots of different people, a bunch of rubble. And I don't know if they're looking for someone, but here we are. Welcome in. We are up to 33 people. Wow. This is a new channel. Going to be building, but say prayers for, hotel. A lot of these condos are like, government owned condo or, socialist. I don't know how it is now, but these buildings have got to be in poor condition. This is actually live footage right now from the AP. I just decided to kind of throw this up as a little change of pace here. Maybe we'll get a couple people in here to see what's going on and then also say some prayers for all the people. This is a big, they say 10,000 people might be injured or lost their lives. This is a big breaking news. I know we're kind of numb to all the news, but this is affecting a lot of people. Kimmy with the prayer hands, thank you. Kathleen sending prayers. Welcome in. She's crying. Looks like she's probably just exhausted. I can't imagine trying to go in there and find someone in this rubble. Thank you guys for joining. We got 21 likes. We're up to 22 likes. Thank you, everybody. This is live coverage from the AP. Looks like some people are making it over from the court. It looks like they're all looking up towards something. Like once they get someone, they're all going to take the survivor out to the, let's hope, to the ambulance. So some people are saying 7.1, but it is two earthquakes that happened back to back And then also Japan had a 6.9 earthquake. So 39 seconds later, so 7.2 earthquake, and then 39 seconds later, a 7.5 earthquake struck in Caracas. Caracas. This is in Caracas. Let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see. Welcome in. It's kind of died down here, died down. So I'm just going to let this play out here. I'm hoping they pull someone out because it looks like they're waiting for something. It seems like they might have heard a noise. I mean, I'm taking guesses, but shout out to all these rescuers. It's good to see some new names in the chat. Prayers to the rescuers. Do not miss the earthquakes in California. Yeah, someone said there was an earthquake in California today. Today. Is that true? Was there one today? 3.9, I think. Do, do, do. See if we can get maybe a rescue. I'm hoping they're looking like they're just waiting to clear something up. So let's hope. Let's hope. All right. Hopefully, you guys, if there's any new people, let me know. Any new people, maybe we'll get one new subscriber tonight. Hopefully. Thank you. We're running the scanner over here now. This is what change looks like. We're still doing everything, but we're going to move the scanner over here for the night. We're going to try a couple things out. So it is at a standstill right now on this scene. So what we're going to do, wait it out, see if they can pull somebody out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We're trying to build, just like everyone, build our watch hours on this channel over here, the new channel. We're going to have multiple channels, 857 media. So we need to get the watch time up over here. But I thought earlier it was a little more, the scene was a little more active. But now it looks like they might just be trying to get in the last before they can hopefully rescue someone. Welcome in. Welcome in. First time seeing you. Wow, we got a new viewer. She's nice for thank you for coming in. This is a side channel that I am building, and it's going to be more breaking news, different topics, not just here. I'll show you the other channel so you can go follow that if you have heard of the other channel. So welcome in to Love Appalachia. I love that name. What a great name. There's the other channel if you want to give us a follow over there. This is a backup channel I'm growing for things like this, police chases, live court, things like that. So there is the other link to the other channel. Looks like they're giving thumbs up. I'm hoping they can recover. Look, these people are working hard. It's their prayers that they have someone underneath this. Could you imagine if they pull out someone? All right, let's check the chat. Welcome in, love. 857 is addicting. Stick around and you'll be family in no time. Whoops. Thank you, Mystic Mom. If you keep the scanner over on this channel, I would be so overjoyed. Mystic Mom, I just want to help some way, and the senseless violence was so hard to process. The world would be safer if everyone only takes what they need. Plenty of resources to share. Great comments. Thank you. Seeing what's new. The casualties right here, it says high casualties and extensive damage are probable, and the disaster is likely widespread, said the USGS. The death toll would range between 10,000 and 100,000 people. I'm waiting to see if they rescue someone. It looks like they're waiting. 6 p.m. What time is it there now? Looks late. In the middle of the morning there then? Must be like 3, 4 in the morning or something. What time is it in Venezuela? It's 11:35 p.m. there. Well, it seemed like the scene has died down over there. They are just in a waiting game. Looks like they're just in a waiting game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this to the scanner. I'm going to transfer this to the scanner. Are they getting ready? Is it close? I don't know. Do, 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 do. 11:30 in New York. It's only 8:30 here. It's only 8:30. Hope for survivors. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a while on this. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to the scanner. I'm just trying some things out tonight, seeing how this would work. So hold on. It will automatically take you over there. Prayers for all the people. I'm gonna sign into that. In Venezuela going through this. All right, so we'll check you on the next stream. Just hold on 1 second. Be back. I didn't read it. I missed the comment. I missed the comment. Dang it. What did it say? What did the comment say? Hey, Kimmy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting because at the beginning they were really, and now it's slowed down. People they're not really focused in on what, if there was somebody right there, they're kind of just Yeah, I think that's just there hoping. I don't. The ambulance is also for the rescuers too, in case somebody gets injured rescuing. What is he carrying? Water.
Inmobiliaria, proyectos y demás. Ah, ese no es la renta.
por favor, el celular que estamos transmitiendo en vivo, por favor.
Good night, Maine Coon. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bingo day tomorrow. Have a good day. We're just seeing if they're going to get to a rescue. They're zooming in. They're zooming in. We could, I mean, seems like they're getting a little more frantic.
¿Quieres desde allá? Seguridad, por traer la banca, marica, por su propia seguridad. Buenas, por favor.
Buenas noches, por favor, se les agradece la máxima colaboración y nos vamos a dirigir detrás de la franja amarilla. Así que por favor,
Se le agradece, por favor, se le agradece.
no,
Una vez, vamos para allá.
de la
Franja amarilla, para allá, por favor, a la hora, se le agradece. Chica, por favor. Por favor.
por favor, pero detrás de la
Por favor.
Nada más fue que aprende, nada más.
Amigo, por favor, se le agradece. Amigo, porque permanezcan ahí, las personas que sean civiles, y no sean ustedes por favor alegar. No lo vamos a hacer. Okay. Por favor. Sí. Sí. prensa. Venga, por favor, no vuelva a amanecer en calle, por favor. O sea, él acaba de llegar. De voluntario en
Amigo, no sé.
trabajo con él.
Los que no participen en la colaboración. Detrás de la Franja Amarilla.
Acá tengo daños materiales en mi casa, pero yo
stuff like that. But no, not for organs.
Okay.
New Jersey Elaine says, what about looking in the desert? What strategy has been or should have been taken?
Yeah, that area is high desert. I mean, Karen and I, when I first retired, we used to live up in the mountains just above Tucson. And, you know, that we lived in an area near what they call Sholo. And it was a 3-hour drive, but all of that area is really interesting terrain.
Rugged terrain, dense, tough. I mean, everything that we've been hearing people on the ground report it. But you know, that's the area they have to search. It's never perfect. I mean,
Absolutely.
every one of these cases, it's always tough. Remember with Suzanne Morphew?
Yeah.
In Colorado, rural part of Colorado, it was mountainous, it was rugged, it was tough to get dogs
And
there,
there-
but they did grid searches there.
In situations like that, you're gonna curtail the locals from coming out because you're gonna end up having to do a bunch of extra rescues unless they can stay on some kind of a fire road or something, or they're really skilled in that type of terrain. So you're weighing all kinds of different options, and every situation is going to look a little bit different. But you're all going to pour your heart and soul into it one way or the other, and try to get whatever you can to get a successful outcome.
And in this case, let's say that the person involved is a local. They're going to know that terrain. And then let's say that whoever,
point.
agents or sheriff's office, whatever, if they get to a certain location, say, well, I'm not going in there. Well, maybe the offender knows this area and the offender didn't have a problem going in that location.
That's a good point.
It is.
Navy Girl says, I think it's possible it could be a previous Uber driver. Most of us engage in small talk with the driver. I hope the FBI is looking at her Uber account.
They are. I wish I wish the press people would have gone over and asked her church lady friends, does she always take an Uber over to Annie and Tommaso's house, or does she usually drive herself? Or
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure
church friends are going to know a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a great question to ask. Yeah. Connect the dots, sibling resentment. What AG/TC receive help from Nancy's 3 mortgages and cut off. Nancy Guthrie upset about AG being, well, I haven't heard of that.
Wiccan.
I haven't heard of
Wiccan,
Wic-
that's his
Okay, that's new.
No,
Wiccan.
they're both apparently both Annie and Tommaso are Wiccans, which are I guess it's a witch, but it's not like a mean witch. I don't know what Wiccans are. Anyone in the chat, if you know exactly what a Wiccan is, but I know it's
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard this yet. Ooh,
Yeah, same. But thank you, Elizabeth.
yeah.
Has the porch been cleaned of blood? No video of that.
I don't think so, not yet.
And they were out there today looking at the mat again.
Oh, please take the mat, please.
Why?
Really,
They
This
looked-
is day 31.
There were 3 guys standing on the porch looking at the mat.
They never
I
took
don't
the
understand that.
They didn't take the front
Nobody took the
porch
mat.
mat. This is the first time Dan's hearing this.
Dan,
And somebody give him
We've-
CPR.
I know. We've been
no, give him a scotch.
The
talking
case
about this.
agent's down.
tequila.
He's down.
The dog passed away in December, I think, right, Karen?
Yep, that's what we heard.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Oh my God.
Jason says they broke the cameras in case the family with access was watching live and notified of the motion detected at that moment. Fortunately, they didn't know that.
Jason,
and
that's the best
bounces off
description
the
ever.
server, unlike Ring without a subscription.
Yeah, he's been with us forever.
I know.
Really smart dude.
Yeah. Jason, that's the best description of why that happened. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
And that's
I love when something that bothers me, someone can make sense of it for me. So that's good.
another solid data point.
Tina Marie, with your experience, how likely is it that the driver would get rid of both Nancy and Porchman at the same place, off chance she passed while being taken?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're in a conspiracy with another person who was the only one seen on video, it would probably be a good idea to get rid of at least him. You know,
Keep a secret if two are dead.
right.
Interesting.
I haven't watched Luke's video all the way yet to give an opinion on that, but I will, and we can talk about that later on. But he has,
And he gave a couple different interviews. Am I right?
yeah. At
Or
this
was it his
point, you know, he
attorney?
has an attorney who has said his guy's not involved, and so we'll just have to take that for what it is right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jim, if the ransom went wrong, what are the chances they had a plan in place? Is that why there's a lack of evidence if something went wrong?
Okay, this is
Oh,
this.
Sorry, Jim, sorry.
Well, this is why I go back to, you know, the guy in LA. Every time
Yeah.
I see that kind of comment, I immediately start thinking, well, wait a minute. Now, Dan, I don't know. Do you know about the guy in Los Angeles that was taken out by the FBI within a couple of days?
Yeah, in Hawthorne. They hooked him up in Hawthorne. He's from Torrance, right? Yeah.
Right. And-
Yeah, I can't say that I'm familiar with that, but maybe I've heard it, but just off the top of my head now.
He's the
So
guy
re-
that was texting Tommaso and Annie saying, hey, whatever he said.
About the
Hey,
big
we're still waiting for the money or something. And
Yeah.
then there was a 9-second phone call that the guy made to Tommaso.
Is it to Tommaso? Do we know that? Because in the affidavit, it only says to a family member. So,
Hmm.
I mean, that would be like gigantic for me.
Yeah.
I heard Tommaso, but
Really?
I don't know. So
Okay.
if you're saying that that's in question, then
That's fine. No,
Let's
no,
leave it.
we're
put a
good.
question mark on that one.
Yeah, but so out of the blue, this guy says, hey, you know, I think I'm going to interject myself into the largest, you know, kidnapping case since the Lindbergh baby in terms of publicity.
Mhm.
And he's in LA. He sends two text messages. We only have one of them in the affidavit. Okay. They mentioned two, but there's only one mentioned in the affidavit with the verbiage, and a 9-second phone call to a family member, but we don't know who that family member is. And those text messages go to Annie and to Tommaso, her husband, the daughter whose car's in the impound, and her husband, who is nowhere in the environment in this case. Now, even to this,
meaning up until this point, he wasn't in Tommaso was not on in any of these videos. He wasn't on air, you know, where you could see him. He wasn't readily identified at this point. So
Until yesterday's video.
Yes.
and
Oh,
so this guy is completely in the dark in this. And this guy in LA decides, you know what? I'm going to text message Tommaso. He doesn't text message the victim's brother or the victim's son. He doesn't text message Savannah that we know of. Okay. But he does text message the older daughter, Savannah's sister, and her husband.
is Annie older than Savannah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the oldest daughter.
Protects Annie and Tommaso.
Correct. They're
Well,
the,
truth be told, you wouldn't be able to find Savannah's phone numbers.
right.
And if you talk to Savannah, if you try to reach out to Savannah, you're just going to hit a bunch of lawyers or security people. She has a whole team of security people, and apparently they do a really outstanding job for her.
Mhm.
And the brother, I wasn't even sure where the brother lived until about 4 days ago.
Vermont.
Yeah, right. I didn't even know that. So I don't know, but it's very strange.
It is.
So out of the blue, he fires off these text messages, and based off of that question, real fast.
Chris is going to go to his notes.
One of my things was,
Chris is going to the murder book.
Yep.
I'm going to the
Case
book, guys.
file.
Buckle up.
He's got a case file with your last name on it. Look out.
There we go. Spoken like a true guy. Okay. Here is the text message. It's a question, by the way. Now, mind you, Savannah, her sister, and her brother are on national TV reading a prepared BAU letter looking for proof of life and trying to gain empathy with a suspect who has their 84-year-old mother. Okay?
Mhm.
Go ahead. In the interim, they get a text message. The daughter, the oldest daughter, and her husband, who is nowhere in the environment, i.e., he's never been on TV, nobody knows who he is, nothing at all. But he receives a text message. And here's the message. And it's a question. Quote, did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction. That's the question.
Mhm.
And it goes in the form of a text message and hits his phone. Okay. And then he makes a 9-second phone call to a family member, some unknown family member that the affidavit that the feds have do not tell us who it is. Okay. So I thought, wait a minute, that's weird. This guy in Los Angeles has just interjected himself just randomly into this whole case behind the scenes to not just the daughter, but to the husband, who's not even forward facing in terms of the public appearance on this thing.
Yeah.
But he's like in the background somewhere. You know, well, why not send it to Savannah's husband? Why not send it to the brother's wife, the other brother who's the fighter pilot in Vermont? Why not get them involved in this fraud as well?
Things
Right?
that make you go, yeah.
Right. And so the feds immediately gleep on this guy and get him through IP. He used a burner phone. He used a bogus number, a voice over IP burner phone number, and they grab him. Okay. And they indict him in Los Angeles. And so he was pitted in LA. They have since moved him to Tucson in the federal court system. Okay. So I've been really, really suspicious of one, that guy went away really fast. Okay. And you and I both know sometimes it's like, first one to the door gets the best opportunity, right? Right. And so I thought, well, wait a minute, why are they running this guy over to Tucson for his arraignment? Why don't they just keep him in LA? Now they can do that. We both know that.
Mhm.
But why was it necessary to get him over to Tucson? And then the other weird part the other day, and Maureen, I want to hear your opinion on this one, is who's out at the house? It's not Pima County or the state district attorney. It's the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Right.
Why are they out there?
Whenever you're in a task force situation like this, you're going to have decisions that are going to be made throughout the entire thing. Like, hey, are you going to take this part, or are we going to take it? Because you can divvy up a case in a number of different ways, believe it or not. And you may say, hey, to the U.S. attorney, can you guys do all the conspiracy stuff and maybe keep it separate enough where if one prosecution isn't successful, you can rely on the federal prosecution.
Right.
Does that
And
make sense?
yeah, no, we did that in Letitia Hernandez. Okay. I mean, I understand that, but also there's got to be another reason that they're standing there. If this is a homicide, it's going to be a state case,
Right.
unless the sheriff lets it go. So, and so I was just curious about that guy. Again, he goes into my column, as on the board, like Jim would talk about, rip the sheet, throw it up, put it on the board and just write, this doesn't look right. Okay, it doesn't feel right. Not really sure about this guy. Let's dive into this guy. And lo and behold, he has a very extensive, record. Okay. One of the questions I asked Marion while you were gone is, why didn't he get hold of the fighter pilot's wife and engage her into the conversation? Why didn't he get hold of Savannah's husband, engage him into the conversation? Why is it he only gets hold of the Annie and Tommaso? What, that it just,
I know. You,
didn't feel right.
I know it's strange, but I'm trying to look at both sides of the coin, which is
Sure.
what I'm sure we all do.
Oh, we
in that
have to, yes.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's very weird that he did this. But then you start thinking about it. Like if you go on any of these sites and you're trying to look somebody up, some people are a lot easier to look up than others. And maybe a school teacher has his cell phone number listed. Like Tommaso, and Annie is a poet. And so, maybe she is easy to get in touch with also.
Yeah, but why are you downloading Tommaso's phone? Help me understand that one in the investigation.
Well, he spent the evening with her on her last night, the last time anybody saw her. He drove her home. He had the data point on there about the garage door opening and closing. He had to have had that app on there for them to be able to somehow put